Hello everybody! It is Tuesday, December 5th, 4th. I think I know the dates. It's Tuesday, December 4th. It's 32 degrees outside at 1:58 in the afternoon. Tis the season. It is the start of a new vlog week. Wow, that was loud. So, I would like to welcome you if you're a new subscriber. Welcome you back if you are a returning subscriber. Because after last week's video of probably going to be like an hour and a half, because I haven't finished editing it yet, and 40 minutes of me and Joe alone. Anyways, welcome back if you're returning. So last night I was working on Santa House. I didn't have my tablet in here, and I'm lazy. Once we get the next part next Monday. I think next Monday. Monday coming. So like, you know, watch a little later in the clip or a little later in the movie, and you'll probably see Monday. Because I think what I'm going to do is print out it once I have all the pieces. This is what I got done last night. So I got all of my gray mortar in on my bricks. And I started the brown line for the floor, for the 2 rooms. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Excuse me. I figured out what happened. Do you remember that piece? And I don't have it handy. The chalk, the iron chalk piece that I had worked on in the car ride to and from Pennsylvania. And I was like, holy crap on a cracker, I got this thing really dirty because what I had worked on towards the end of the ride home was a lot whiter. I didn't get it really dirty. I had 2 different shades of white. I had like 2 completely different shades of white for some reason. I have like 60, for some reason I have like 6 or 7 or 8 or more skeins of white thread. So I bought a whole skein of white thread, of DMC white thread blanc from Walmart just now. Because I'm going to blend my white with that ice blue I got from Victorian Motto for my snow bits. And then the smoke is going to be, I forget what. When I get to those changes, I will let you know, but I'm like, I need to figure out all this white that's going on. Not a lot of thread. I have thread everywhere. I feel like I have thread everywhere. Alright, so I need to do something about this filming schedule. I told you guys yesterday I was switching so that Monday was the end of my filming week. 40 minutes with Joe, and I realized we had a lot to talk about, but I feel like that's some people's whole Flosstube episode, and people don't want to sit for that. And I've only got so many of you guys hanging out with me. I want to try to appeal to as many, to be appealing. I know there are people who like longer ones, and there will still be occasional longer ones, but I think for the time being, at least because Flossmas, I'm like not doing Sunday ornaments because all of it's Christmas stitching. I'm going to film on days that I spin. We're going to see how that goes, and if it falls on a weekend, it falls on a weekend. Oh, I'm very tired today. So my next spin will be on Friday. So I'm probably not going to film much before Friday. And we're going to see how this week's Flosstube works out. I also realized that in yesterday's clip, by the time you guys see this, it will be over. I forgot to wish my Jewish viewers a happy Hanukkah. And I know I have Jewish viewers because my best friend is Jewish and she watches. I forgot to wish happy Hanukkah. And I forgot to wish a blessed Advent to all of our Christian faithful because, hello, Advent season, and I'm like high on the roller Catholic. This is what Joe does to me. Scatterbrain. Alright, that's all I have. Like, really, that's all I have. Gonna make a few edits to how we're doing this to see how things flow better. So, guys, bear with me as we get this worked out. And let me know what you guys are thinking, how you guys feel it's flowing. You know, I know a lot of people are like, I don't really care. It's cool, it's Flosstube. And I know there are people who are like me, who after you see the stitching and you're listening to the talking, you're just stitching away. And I appreciate people that do that because I'm one of those people. Like, that's what I do. But we're going to get there. Alright, guys. No Christmas cards in the mail today. I think. My hands were full when I walked in, and I'm not sure I've looked through all the mail thoroughly. So, yeah, whatever. I'll show you guys Christmas cards on Fridays as I get them. Alright, guys. I will catch you guys later. Bye. Hello, everybody. It is Friday, December 7th. Kind of echoey. Also, kind of far back, which is good for when Joe's in here. New craft room. I think I need to put a few more soft things in it because there's a bit of an echo. Apologize in advance. It is Friday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. It is 29 degrees outside here in Ohio. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I took the day off work. So, that's what I did. I don't want to talk too loud because it echoes. And I'm like, oh, they're going to hate the echo. Yeah, whatever. So, I've been stitching the last couple of days on Santa House. And as you can see this morning in the email, the lighting is better in here, but I still have to sit in front of a window and get a reflection. That's better. I'll put a better picture at the end of the clip. We got the final room today. It's Santa. Santa's room, that's what they called it. So, I'm nowhere close to putting people in the rooms. I'm going to, excuse me, and we just shut off. So, later today, when Joe gets the printer set back up, I'm going to print this all out. Yes, I have it on my tablet, and I can work off of my tablet. Excuse me. I find I just like printed patterns better. I do. I just like the ability to scribble all over them. That's why I make working copies. I probably could have figured out I like printed patterns better, but so I'm babbling. Let me do that. All right, I pulled it off the Q-snap. That's where I'm at. So all 4 rooms on the bottom have been, outlined. I just need to put the roof on the top. I'm working on this side roof. This was lots of green, and there's Kitty. Kitty says hello. All right, I'm trying to be fussy and put this away. And it has a new home. It has a new project bag made by myself. So, the pretty red snowflake fabric that glitters. And then I found a different plaid for the lining. I'm actually going to use this plaid to line that black fabric I got too, because this is a little less black, I think. I might do one of each and decide which one I like better. But there's interfacing. So there's interfacing. So it's an envelope style. So it's all one piece, front, back to top. There's interfacing that runs, see that stitching line? right there. So there's interfacing there down, around, up to the front. The flap does not have interfacing, so that if, for whatever reason, if the bag gets a little open, I was going to put a button on it, but I don't think I'm going to. I changed my mind last night. I cut it a little bit shorter than I originally wanted the flap to be. And as you can tell, there were a couple of the machine didn't like a couple of spots, so it got a little thread bunchy. It's by no means perfect, but I made that. So this is where Santa House looks now. You don't like flying. Excuse me. We part of moving the craft room around was bringing in a extra desk that we had, because the dresser that I had wanted to use that used to sit over behind my shoulders to put my big cutting mat, my 24 by 36 cutting mat, wasn't big enough. So it's not as tall as I wanted it, but it fits. I'm not going to complain. It's nice. So, no, you can't see it yet because none of my crap is put away. Well, very little of my crap is put away. I still have to work on putting the crap away. So, excuse you. The cat is trying to get in the closet because I have the closet door closed right now. Because there's a bunch of crap sitting in there that's hidden so you can't see it. I'm getting my decision wheel pulled up so that we can spin again. My days to stitch is still on the pizza, by the way. Okay. Hold it this way. Spin, spin, spin. It landed on the blank spot. I don't get to stitch enough. I added the 7 because I'm like, okay, we'll add the 7. We'll make it balance. That didn't work. Maybe if I put a second group of, no, whatever. Whatever. We'll just spin it again. It's gonna hit 6 days again. We have another 6 days of stitching. So that would be today's Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday will be my respin. Almost dropped it. Okay. Let's see, what are we stitching on for the next 6 days? Apparently Decision Roulette wants me to get working on Santa House some more. I don't know if I'm going to last another 6 days on Santa House. I'm not going to lie. Monday could hit and I could say, we're going to spin again. But guess what? That's my prerogative. Okay, so I guess more stitching on Santa House. I shouldn't have taken it off the Q-snap. I needed to recenter it on the Q-snap because what I'm going to work on, I have this. So what I'm going to work on is these 2 roofs to get in this roof, and that'll all fit center in the Q-snap. Excuse me. So I'm going to, so everything fits so I can stitch it all. So I was like, I stitched this, and then I moved it to stitch this, and then I moved it, and I'm like, why am I doing all this crazy moving? Just put it all in the center. Alright, well that's what we're working on. There's a solid chance Sunday could hit and I could be tired of Santa House. I am not gonna lie, people. No lies. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm waiting on an order from 123 Stitch today, but it's just white fabric and Q-snap clamps. Long Q-snap clamps. Nothing spectacularly exciting. I got more fabric dye so I can dye some more different colors. I'm working on dyeing fabric. You know, same old, same old. I'm going to stitch for a little bit and go back to cleaning my crap room because right now it's a crap room, not a craft room. That's all I got. Bye, peoples. We're filming. Hello, Flosstube.
Hi, y'all.
It is Monday. What's the date?
You already knew.
It's Monday, December 10th. It is 8:40 at night. I had a meeting.
That is not the first funny thing we've done. When we first started and I saw us on the picture, I was like, would you like me to close that closet door?
Closet door's wide open. I had a meeting at church tonight, so I'm just now getting home.
She actually was home and then left again. She did what? She was home for dinner.
I was home. I made dinner.
You didn't spend all day at church, dear.
I left again. And then I had to go to church. And then we just got home. It's like 26 degrees outside.
Oh, the weather outside.
We're in full-fledged winter. Well, it's not snowing, so we're not in full-fledged winter.
Hey, honey. Hey, baby, it's cold
Baby,
outside.
it's cold outside. I was going to crack that joke. Y'all knew it was coming. If you don't know, a radio station in Cleveland last week, maybe it was the end of the week prior, decided they were no longer playing Baby It's Cold Outside because some folks were taking offense to it because they were applying 2018 social filters to it.
I really hate to break it to you, but compared to most of the stuff that I have heard on the radio, on the pop and the rap, I'm sorry, but compared to Wasn't Me, that song is G-rated.
You know, it's been taken out of context and people
People are stupid, political correctness needs to correct itself in the recycling bin. Did I say that?
That was in your loud voice.
Good.
But yes, people are, but you know, I'm cracking jokes about it because it's a song. It's a 40-year-old song, people. Okay, anyways, onto the stitching.
Next year, I'm not allowed to sing White Christmas because it might piss off some other people. I'm not singing, it's a Caucasian Christmas, okay?
There have been all kinds of jokes flying about it, especially amongst my friends up here in the Cleveland area.
But
because they're like, oh, we stopped playing it because people complain. And we're like, who are these people that complain? Because we don't know any of them. Anyways. And the Browns won yesterday. I don't like football, and I'm kind of excited by that because they're actually pretty good this year.
And what's really funny is it's impossible to quantify how much better they are in terms of multiplication because you cannot make a larger number than 0.
Let's just say week 1, when they tied the Steelers, they had done better than they did last year.
And the year before.
Not the year before, because they won one game in 2017.
And their first victory, they beat that because they had one time on victory.
So, now that we're 3.5 minutes into it, let's talk about the stitching.
Needle goes in hole with thread attached.
As you remember from a few minutes ago, I pulled another 6 days on Santa House. So I've been stitching on nothing but Santa House and stitches. Words are hard. Since December 1st.
Did you tell them about my new rule?
I'm over Santa House.
I'm instituting a rule from the kindergarten days.
I haven't got to decision roulette.
Okay then.
Covering both our faces. Here we are with where I have gotten. I did switch to the bigger frame because it was ticking me off using the 11 by 11, because I'd stitch here and I didn't want to switch my floss. I wanted to finish the grain. So I was trying to stitch over here on the smaller frame. It was ticking me off. I didn't have enough space, so I just put it on the bigger one. This is 2 different shades of green. So I have both roofs here done. I have all of the white snow on here. It doesn't look white because it's not white.
It's gray.
It's actually blue. So this is one of the first changes.
Either my color abilities for detection in my eyeballs don't work, or bull.
So I was talking to Amber Marie last night, and I was sitting up here talking to her, and it was, dark out like it is now, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to keep, re-looking at this, because the shadowing over it kind of changes the tonage of the color. What it is, and I didn't take it out like a dork. So what it is one strand of Victorian Sample Shop, Victorian Amato Sampler Shop.
Words are
hard. Ice blue. And when you pull one strand out, it's one strand of Victorian, so it's one strand of the ice blue and one strand of B5200 DMC. This is it blended. It looks very white. You can barely see the blue. But I like it like this. If snow is anything other than very white, somebody needs to learn to use the bathroom in the proper place. Okay, and Amber Marie and I were talking about this too last night. When I see snow, it has a very faint blue tone to me.
Oh, that's the sky reflecting off the snow.
Which is what we were discussing. It's the sky reflecting off the snow. But it looks blue to me. So I want it to have that very faint blue tone. And it's a little bit more, it does have a little bit more hue to it than just plain white once it's stitched in, but I like it. You guys tell me what you think. Do you like it? I like it. And I know everybody's going to say, well, you're the one that's stitching it. It's going to hang in your house. You have to like it. I like it. Excuse me.
Does that mean I have to like it too? Because it's going to be in my house? By the way, I am not stupid enough to disagree with the color choices.
So, still haven't printed out. Eventually I will print out the end chart, because the way it's charted, when you get all of the parts, and this is a Tiny Modernist thing, when you get all the parts, you get, so like this is part 1. When we got part 2, we got chart with this all still. So, now that we have all of the parts, I will print it out because it's all one chart. I also did this over the weekend. Do you see my fail? There's the back of the bag and what the fabric's supposed to look like. There's my fail. I had a directional fabric fail moment. It's my own personal stitching bag. I don't care.
If you don't care, why have you brought it up to everybody you meet?
Because it's literally the funniest thing. So, it's an envelope style, so there's no seam on the bottom, right? And there's no seam up here. So there's no seam on the top, there's no seam on the bottom. So, on one strip, I cut it all out, I pinned it all together, I sewed it all together, I laid it out to cut the point, and I literally had the whole thing together, was loading it up with Santa House, because I took it out of that snowflake bag, because I added a little bit of width and height to this. I put everything in there, and I flipped the flap down, and I went, well, poop. It's upside down.
May I make a suggestion next time?
What?
Don't use letters.
Personal opinion, I don't. Okay, so personal opinion. It's for me, so it's not that big of a deal. I still get the pretty look of the birds, which is what I was going for.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Personally, when I make the next one with the directional fabric, this side, what's right side up, will be where the flap is, which is the front. The back will be upside down. So if you ever go onto my stash, my sell page, and you see a bag, and it's a directional fabric, while I will have a picture of what the back being upside down, be aware it's going to be upside down.
Or don't use something you'll
If you
notice.
don't like it, don't buy it.
Or use fabric you won't notice it on.
A lot of fabrics you're not going to notice it on.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Alright, on the skillet.
I gotta take it out of my fixture thing going.
Do you have the... We're not prepared today.
And as nobody should be surprised, Dragons of Sumatra.
Do you want me to hold something? It's my party trick. I can hold a book on my head.
I have a feeling toes are gonna get broken if she does that while drunk. I got a couple of lines done. Like from here to here, this part here. Little by little, little by little.
He's getting there.
Well, let's just say this pattern is different than what it was before, and it's extremely intricate. And I'm kind of going OCD, so I'm recounting everything 6 times before I put a fucking piece of thread in there. I am not frogging this thing if I can avoid it.
No major frogging.
If I have to major frog it, I'm burning it.
Okay. Oh. I need the thing from back there. Hold, please.
Welcome to what happens when we're busy and we have to do this at something in the evening. And anybody who knows World of Warcraft, you are not prepared.
Okay.
Got my nerd joke out of the way.
If you watched last week's, which I know a couple people have told me they haven't watched last week's at this point.
Watch it.
If you watched last week's and you survived the whole way through, you know this shirt's up for grabs. If you didn't survive the whole way through last week's, it's actually a kit, is up for grabs. It's an old Janlin kit. It is Wildflower Alphabet Sampler. We talked about how when we were first married and really broke, Laura would just kind of go to garage sales and yard sales and rummage sales and buy cross-stitch stuff just so I would have something to stitch. I mean, this sucker cost me $2.
And also, I was very good, hubby, and I pointed out every clearance item I saw, Joanne Fabrics, Michaels, and all that other jazz.
And you know, it's one of those things.
1 you like, 10 you're like,
A lot of the charts that I have that are in the bag of stuff that I need to de-stash, it was a grab bag. There was maybe half of it was charts I really wanted, half of it was charts was like, you know what, if we get to a point in life where I can't afford to buy stitchy stuff, I have something to stitch. This is actually really pretty. I think it's really gorgeous. It's just not my style. Like, it's not something I would put up in my house. And there's my other problem. You know, I've grown, I've evolved, I've gotten to, would I put it up in my house? I know there are people who would put this up in their house. So, again, pretty, 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 pretty. If you would like this chart, comment on the video, either this week's or last week's. It's not like I have a million commenters. I finally reached 100 subscribers over the weekend, though. It is a full kit. It's not open, so it's got everything you need in it. let us know. So comment on the video. And our question was, what kind of alphabets do you like to stitch? Do you like plain alphabets? Do you like alphabets with designs with the letters? Do you like calligraphy? Do you like block style?
Do you like random, here's the million different types of font they have in word processors?
So there's a chart by Rosewood Manor. And Christine over at Every Stitch is a Pleasure, who lives in Alaska, by the way. That's awesome. Is stitching it. It is 101 alphabets. And it is literally 101 alphabets. It is a 35-page chart.
So what is that? A wall covering?
I'll show you a picture of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Later.
So, we've done this, we've done that, we've done that. So, like I said, I've been stitching on Santa House since the 1st. Today's the 10th, so I've been stitching on it for 10 days. I technically have, tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday of stitching on it.
Hubby pulled an overrule.
I'm over it.
I came up with the idea, or do you want to say it?
What was your idea?
I'm pulling something from the playground from back when we were kids. No tag backs. If you roll something one time and you roll it a second time, re-roll until you get something not that.
So, in addition to that, I'm going to spin the Flossmas wheel before I spin the Days wheel. There are a couple of charts and things that I'm working on for Flossmas that are Christmas related, that I have goals I'd like to stitch to. It could take me 2 days, it could take me 3 days, it could take me 4 days. If I roll an ornament, it's probably only going to take me a couple days because it's a small ornament that I want to stitch now.
How much you only roll a one anyway?
So I'm going to spin the Flossmas wheel. If it's not something that has a set goal on it, we will, I feel like I'm blocking your poor head. We will spin days. So, what do we get? That is Nativity.
Laura's other least favorite.
It's not so bad since I started the new Wiseman.
Hon, you have been cursing out those wise men for so long that I actually cannot recall how long you've been doing it.
So it literally probably took me a solid 2 years to finish the one Wiseman because it was just so bumbled up. I don't have any set goal on the Nativity and stitching it because of the way it's... Random ad! And I don't
We
know.
got the Snort Award. Close. I do have one question.
That might get edited out.
I have one question. What's up with the pizza?
I don't know. I was talking about the decision roulette, and I was showing you different things. You can do different themed backgrounds, and pizza's what came up. So, as I was saying...
Now I want pizza.
Since I don't have any set goals on Nativity, we're just going to spin for a number of days. And hopefully it's not more than 3, because I might get irritated and spin again. Oh, of course, it's going to land on 6. Really?
I'm overruling. What button do I press to spin this thing? I'm having fun.
Hold on. It's got to go away.
Hit the pizza?
Hit the pizza.
Let her know how it feels. Okay, is it stuck there?
Did it? No, now it's on 7.
I'm trying to see if this thing can roll below 6.
He's playing with the decision roulette wheel. We'll aim for 6, but we'll see.
The one I don't show.
The one you don't show just rolled 2. We'll aim for 6 on Nativity, but...
I will say this. If smoke starts coming out of her ears and her hair starts standing up on end, I'm overruling it. I have seen what these wise men have done to her. I am not in the mood to go through that again.
It is what it is.
You love me.
I do. It's because there's certain things on the wheel that have set goals. That's why I'm like, really, it's gonna roll a 6 on the nativity. Alright, no haul to show you, stitching haul to show you per se, because I did get a couple things for 1-2-3 Stitch, but it's fabric to dye and clamps for Hue Snap replacement clamps for my scroll bars. The fabric's not working out. It's not working out for me. So, shut up with your echo. Did go antiquing Friday.
Actually, I like the fabric for this one. It makes it a lot easier.
We went antiquing Friday, so Friday. Sorry, Caitlin. I should have unwrapped these beforehand, but I didn't.
Want me to start getting these for you then?
Yes. So Friday was ladies' night at the local hardware store in Wellington. It's they have a event, so they have a really nice. Sorry, crinkling. They have a really nice craft department, and they do all kinds of crafty things. The Mary sign that I showed you guys last week, blah 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 blah. So they have a ladies' night, and this year the.
This is how much your husband feels like unwrapping 50,000 layers of this again.
This year the village shops are opening. And are staying late open on Fridays for Christmas shopping. So the antique store kind of around the corner.
Would you like me to rate on a scale of 1 to 10 how surprised I am you got teacups?
I got teacups. So teacups, this one's really pretty floral. Yeah, because you can see it with my big old finger right there. There's some flowers in the cup. Flowers on the saucer. It is
Gonna break.
Bavaria, which I believe is pre-World War I, if I'm not mistaken. This one was coming home with me, no matter what. It's very plain. There's a very faint, and it's almost like an embossed basket weave on it. It's got some gold on the rims. Got some gold. That basket weave. You can't read it. It was made in Czechoslovakia.
Now, would you like me to rate 1 to 10 how surprised I was you got teacups from an antique store?
I was surprised for you. I got teacups from the antique store.
-10.
Because I'm a teacup hoarder. I'm a teacup hoarder.
What's really funny is she barely ever drinks tea. And never out of these.
I don't drink tea out of this. I need to have all of my girlfriends come over. And that's what we can do when all the girls come for the stitching weekend in 2020. We're going to have a tea party. If you're one of the group that's coming for our private retreat, you're going to have a tea party with me.
I'm going home. I'm going to go home.
I collect teacups. This one is from Czechoslovakia. Obviously, the Slovak farm. My grandparents were born in Czechoslovakia. My great-grandparents, all but one of my great-grandparents were born in Austria-Hungary because they were born before the First World War. So, the minute I picked this up, both my mom and I went, this is going home with Laura tonight. The piece de resistance, though, if you're on my social media, you have already seen this. Not only did I get
A reason to buy more scissors.
a flower frog for my scissors. I'm one of the cool kids now. I'll never be one of the cool kids. But I got the vase that goes with it. So the flower frog sits up in the vase. The scissors sit in the flower frog.
Does that mean you have to go buy enough scissors to fill that thing?
I sure do. It's showing up a little peachy on camera.
It's actually a little pinky.
But it's pink. It's a very light pink.
Actually, depending on how the light hits, it does look like that peachy color too.
I'm super excited.
By the way, there are now 3 things in this room I don't want to go anywhere near because I am super klutz.
3 things?
1, 2, 3. You just showed them, dear.
I love this. So, that's all I have for tonight. We've spun the wheel.
Can I make my smarty comment?
What?
It's always a good thing when you buy something fragile to make sure it's heavy when you own a cat.
True story!
Because, well, our cat has no respect for boundaries.
He's not so bad in my room.
Well,
He doesn't really mess
the thing
with
is that while he has no sense of boundaries, he does have a sense of personal loss of personal property. The only time I've seen him knock something over is when the dog was under him.
He doesn't, we leave our stitching out in here all the time and he doesn't mess with it, so we're at 25 minutes.
Isn't that short for us?
It is kind of short for us. This is why I've cut off some clips. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. There's guaranteed probably not going to be much stitching tonight. Well, there'll be a little bit of stitching tonight.
From you, I'm going to play my video games for an hour and go to bed.
You don't go bed.
My brain's a little too fried for counting.
I don't have too much to do tomorrow. I need to get these stupid Christmas cards to the stupid mail post office and mailed. Those are going in my... Excuse me. Acid reflux. Those are going in my car tomorrow because I have the stamps. I'm lazy. I'm legit lazy. I don't go near the post office on my way home.
Because that area's been under construction for a year?
But there is a post box I can throw them in on my way home. That's all I have for you today. It's the end of the vlog week. So...
Oh, wait, we need to tell them that a week from today is when we're doing the drawing. Even though we'll contact whoever it is that won that day.
You're right. Oh my gosh. So if you enter for the drawing... Oh, Jesus.
That's why there's 2 of us. One of us will remember.
So if you enter for the drawing, you have until noon Eastern Standard Time on Monday, December 17th. That is a week from today.
To post in the previous video, remember?
We said the previous video. Nobody has commented on the... There was 1 comment on the previous video.
I'm supposed to do those 2.
That's the only thing we didn't do.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride. You're the one driving.
Let me channel my inner Aunt Susan. Lord Loveduck. My mom says I was born and I look like my Aunt Susie. I kind of act like her too. I act like my father as well.
Actually, she acts like most of the people in her family when she gets in various moods.
I act like my mother also.
No comments.
Somebody commented on one of my videos. Somebody commented on something and said they liked the stitching and now I can't find it. And...
By the way, doesn't YouTube have a comment tracker?
I don't know. I think you gotta do it on the big computer.
Let me see the tablet.
You gotta do it on the big computer. Somebody commented on a video. Maybe it was on one of the other videos, but that's like
The inbox. It tells you everything somebody did, including comments.
yeah, but you gotta roll through. You gotta scroll through.
Well, you are also a lot more active on
I try to comment on everybody I watch's videos. I don't always get a chance because sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something while I'm watching. So it's like, reach over, hit the like button at the very least. You know, if I'm in the middle of sewing a bag or something, I may not get to comment, especially if it's not something. I don't want to say it's not something that like.
No,
wowed
not
me.
there. Sorry.
I don't know. Somebody commented on one of my videos, so they enjoyed the stitching.
Oh.
So, comment on either last week's video or this week's video.
The hubby had a random idea. Do you do stitch-alongs?
Stitch with me?
Yeah.
I used to. I don't anymore.
Why not?
I'm lazy.
Well, we could do one with us together if they like the idea.
I was doing them on Thursday nights while you were
Gaming.
Dungeons and Dragons-ing it.
Pathfinder. Tabletop RPG.
Do you know Jessie Marie does stuff? Plays tabletop RPGs?
Cool.
She's a fabulous stitcher. I've name dropped all of these.
Well,
anyways.
the thing is a lot of people I've known that do crafts are creative people. And tabletop RPGs lend well to creative people because you make it with your own mind.
True story. So, we will attempt to engineer a Stitch with Us video. One of these days. I gotta figure out what it is. But I just haven't, I've been busy, so I haven't kept up with the Stitch with Me's. I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna be sporadic if they show up at all. I filmed a tour of the craft room this afternoon.
Did you include my psycho thing?
I kind of got everything.
Yeah, cool.
It's a 30-minute tour, because I pulled open drawers, and I showed you what was in drawers, and I'm pulling stuff out.
Wow, Lars just showed everybody her drawers today.
I'm pulling stuff out going, why is that in there? When I get it a little more organized, because holy cow. You know, I got two choices. Organize the craft room or craft. When I get it a little more organized, we'll do another tour.
Did you ever tell anybody this? When you show them the trim scissors, you gotta tell them the story behind it. The ones that do the fancy edges on paper that your parents got.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, I think.
We'll talk about that next week or closer to Christmas because it's a Christmas story. So.
Mm-hmm. A very funny one. Considering if you know the people, it makes it really funny.
I think most of you guys that watch my videos have never... My phone just decided.
I hate life. Well, wrap up so your phone doesn't explode.
My phone only films in 30-minute clips. That was kind of abrupt. Alright, so... It's the end of the vlog week. So we're going to say goodbye for the week. Like the video. Share the video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber.
Comment. Bell notification icon.
Do the whole bell notification. Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
No, I need to get a bop it. So that every time you say ring my bell, you go bump.
Ring my bell so YouTube tells you, hey, she posted a new video. And you can throw it in your watch later file. Because that's what I do. Like, I have all of my channels on watch later. Or all of my channels on notifications. Because if I get a notification that a channel has posted a new video, it goes into watch later. Because I'm hopelessly behind on Flosstube. Anyways. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment, leave us a comment, tell us how nuts we are. Leave us nice comments. If you leave me a mean comment, I will tell you what a jerk you are.
Or just hit the delete button. You have the power. Use it.
I hit 100 subscribers on Saturday. Sorry, told you guys that. So, next goal is 200! I'd like to hit 500 before the year mark. But I don't know that that's going to happen. And we'll do another giveaway after Christmas. Because like I said, I have that whole bag of D-Stash stuff somewhere back there.
Be glad or don't be glad she's the one doing it. Because if I did it, I'd just put the whole thing in a box and ship it to somebody.
You just...
Well, if it wasn't for your reaction, I would have pitched it. Exhibit A.
Tell him how awful that idea is, people.
I didn't know at the time. That's how long you've had it. We were two hot places ago. I think it was still in your mom's house when you first started with some of that stuff I found out.
Some of that stuff is from when we were...
Not even married yet?
Not even married yet. I mean...
So, yeah. I didn't know about that because I don't even think I was crafting at the time.
No, you weren't. Broke college kid. Really, the only access to stitching stuff I had was Janline. Because at that time, Walmart didn't have a craft section. Ames was gone. Okay, we've squirreled off again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye!